hold President Tinubu responsible if I die. He has personal bone to pick with me for revealing his fake reputation. David Hundeyin raises alarm. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post our juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. The Ghana-based Nigerian investigative journalist David Hundeyin has raised alarm, saying that Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu should be held responsible if anything happens to him, David, or if he dies. Hundeyin, who said this in a video he personally posted on X platform, formerly known as Twitter, alleged that President Tinubu was after his life because he revealed the president was allegedly a drug trafficker and certificate forger, which, according to him, unveiled Tinubu's fake reputation. The journalist who fled Nigeria to Ghana in 2020 and was granted asylum and refugee status in 2022 said that President Tinubu was using the Nigerian security intelligence to mount pressure on the Ghanaian government to repatriate him to Ghana and get him killed. According to Hyundai, President Tinubu has intensified all alleged quests to kill him after he also leaked a secret document revealing how Tinubu, who is also the chairman of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, illegally deployed Nigerian special forces to the territory of the Niger Republic to attack the military leaders of the neighboring country over a coup. He said, "The secret document was leaked to me, a document which contained basically attack instructions and basically staging plans for this illegal invasion of Niger, and I knew that by putting this document out, I could potentially stop a catastrophic invasion which would lead to an immense and unnecessary loss of West African life. So that is exactly what I did." Early August, I put out this document and may have had the desired effect. It did in fact stop the invasion. Subsequently, Mr. Tinubu then tried to seek permission from Nigerian Senate to deploy the Nigerian military in Niger. The Senate knocked this back, and to all intents and purposes, the invasion essentially became a stillbirth. It did not happen, which from the point of view of any right-thinking person in the ECOWAS, sub-region knows was definitely a good outcome. After I leaked this document, I was made aware from several sources that the Nigerian military establishment and the Nigerian intelligence establishment became essentially particularly enraged with me. So I have been a person of interest for a long time. But with that, I became designated as something of an enemy of a state. Hyundai said that the Nigerian government is trying every possible means to secretly pressure the Ghanaian government into repatriating him to Nigeria and use him to settle a personal score, as President Tinubu has a personal bone to pick with him. The entire purpose of having me return Nigeria is to, even on a personal score, because the person who is apparently the president of Nigeria now, as I am sure everyone is aware, has a personal bone to pick with me because I am the journalist who is responsible for essentially destroying whatever false reputation he was trying to build in the international space, and the journalist who revealed that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a drug trafficker and is a certificate forger, both of which are about to have a significant impact on his continued stay in office. This is an attempt to settle a grudge using the sovereign country, which is Ghana, as a sort of blunt force to get out one individual. This is the exact kind of behavior that the Nigerian state was renowned for during the 80s and 90s under the military era. And at that time, of these very people who are in power, now including this president in power right now, did eventually find some sort of safe refuge and haven in Ghana. It is very well known that if for whatever reason I were to return to Nigeria, I would not survive it. This is not a secret. So I'm putting this appeal out there publicly. I wasn't going to do this initially, but seeing it doesn't look like there are many options left, and the fact that the Nigerian government is trying to weaponize my use of Ghanaian passport and my permanent residency in Ghana, I'm constrained to put this message out in the public domain, at the very least for record purposes. So if anything were to happen to me, I hope it doesn't happen. But if something were to happen to me, everyone should know who is responsible for it and under what circumstances these things happen. If I end up becoming a journalist who ends up dead because I did my job well, I want everyone to know who was responsible, Hyundai says stressing that Tinubu was using his position for personal vendetta around the world. Well, we all started knowing that there is so much for him to lose when we actually saw a document that, we saw an appeal. We saw an appeal that they're supposed to give, what's it called? The vice president, the former vice president of Nigeria, the person of Atiku, they're supposed to give him some document of recent. I think he worked so hard and he was able to get the court to say, you know what, they're going to give you the document. Only for, in the next how many hours, we started hearing that there was going to be an appeal. These Nigerian politicians are murderers. Once you criticize or expose them, they use their resources to hunt the person down for torture and ultimate death. And morons on this platform do not find that disturbing. See how Nigeria has become when they practice madness and authoritarianism instead of building up the country. They eventually destroy the country, and APC members will partake also in the failed state suffering. Tyranny man is at it again. How many will he kill? He might end up as Charles Taylor, if not Adolf Hitler. Hyundai, what do you call this nonsense? You called President Tinubu certificate forger. It is certificate and transit not released to Atiku by a court. Even the university acknowledged that President Tinubu graduated from the university in 1979. So what is that moron called Hyundai talking? Okay. The moron is saying a trophy rogue Tinubu is an hermaphrodite. Remember, Tinubu dusted her feminine certificate and dressed as Madame Tinubu and fled to America when Sani Abacha guns swoop on Bodilon residents. You are a public nuisance. Nobody accepts red chiefs like you, and you will miss you if you're taken out. Wahala. One day he's a noisemaker. He could always seek asylum in the United States, Canada, or England if he wants. That is, if he is permitted to, if he has that kind of time and freedom. Can't Cameroon fugitive Atiku Abubakar provide asylum for David Hyundai in Dubai? Well, we can't say Dubai care. He's not in Dubai. This one should go and ask his brother in crime, Kano, who is languishing now in DSS jail. If he's arrested, he will eat and what we call a wagboing and enjoy some life behind bars. Hyundai, I commend you for the investigative journalism, but why are you creating lies? That you have access to secret document that Bat has given attack instruction to the J military junta. In your years of profession as a journalist, do you think that Bat or Nigeria can do it alone or even attack with you without consultation? Also saying attack instruction. What do you mean? What kind of attack? Is it a Nigerian military attack or ECOWAS coalition military attack? Well, Bola Ahmed Tinubu do not have your time. Enjoy Ghana. David, if you missed Amalaniwedu, we have many Nigerians. In fact, Yoruba in Ghana that can help you, okay? Wahala deal. Alright, and this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your